It's Sunday evening in Europe. Well, almost Monday morning actually. It's time for Omelette du Fromage, episode 7. It's time for some cheese. Oh, yes. And giving us the cheese today are Geek A Darth Julius, our orange Protoss in the upper left, who submitted a game via Reddit. And in the bottom right, we have Fargos, also from Geek A, as a pink Zerg. Now, apparently, these two guys played some cheesy games, and yeah, they seem to have had fun here. Playing probably a best of three because I have 3 replays. This is the second one that I'm casting here. So far, nothing out of the ordinary. The probe is going to scout. The Zerg will take his 17 hatch. So it's just enough on this map to throw down the hatchery before Protoss can block it. Look at the probe. Look at him go. Fucking gabber dancing. Oh, and he's done. Has to build the next now. No more recreation for the probe. Building a spawning pool. Wow, what a surprise, man. No one would have expected that. No one. No one would have expected that, seriously. Ermagerd. Cybercore going down. This doesn't look like a too cheesy game. It's probably an all-in or something. Timing push. We will see. Still a no cannon, no proxy, nothing cheesy going on here. Oh well, even if this game isn't too cheesy, I have very nice games for today. So don't you worry, you will get your cheese. Taking a second guess now is Darth Julius. And droning as hard as he can. As Fargo's taking out the probe finally. Not taking his third yet, not too stressed out here by doing that. Drone is chilling out at the hatchery here. And yeah, getting a Roach Warren, it's quite an early Roach Warren. It's probably gonna be some sort of timing push here with the second gas. Some sort of Roach all-in and yeah, building 2 shield batteries in the gateway. 3 shield batteries actually, so he's expecting some cheese here. That's quite a nice defense. Well, let's see who can win. The Roach Army. Is it gonna be the Roach Army? Or is it gonna be the Protoss Wall with an Adept? Well, he's gonna have Warp Kit tech out. And the Robo will be finished as well, so the Roaches aren't gonna do too much. There should be at least 1 immo out once this hits. He's even going for a lair, so that's 4 less Roaches that he will have, but possibly will have speed, which will cost him another 4 Roaches worth of gas. So it's gonna be a very late Roach timing here. Not sure if he needed the Roach Warren that early then. Could have taken it a lot later, mine more minerals in the meantime. It's also not starting any upgrades for now, but building roaches. Okay. Build the roaches, but you should really take the upgrade. Oh, it's gonna be a Nidus, okay. That's why. Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, that's a Nertosis pylon here. That's gonna be taken out and the whole fucking defense will fail, so that should work. That should do work, right. So, did Adapt spot this? No, it did not. So, it's not gonna be that easy for Protoss to know what's coming. Nidus is done. Stuff is going in the Nidus. And he's gonna be a back Nidus. Yeah, I mean, down here Protoss doesn't have vision and suddenly... Nope. No vision for Darth Julius. He's gonna get surprised here. He's getting more gateways now. The Robo is chronoing out a second Immortal. Yeah, but I mean, if Zerg can take the ramp, it's gonna be fun. And now Darth Julius knows there's something up in the back of his base. Push with Roach and Queen coming out. No creep tumors are being creeped out, but 5 queens, a lot of roaches and lings here in the middle of the Protoss base. Lings are going after the Immortals. Probes are coming to defend. And the other Immortal is just dancing around here. Yeah, this looks like Darth Julius might well be done for, and he GG's out. Nice cheese. That's how we like it here. Next up is our boy Terradin. Oh yeah. In the top right, in red Zerg, we have Roberto on ladder, facing off versus our boy Terradin from All Inspiration, the blue Terran, who has been cheesing his way to 5k lately. Refining cheese is an art, of course. It's not easy. It's never easy. Being cheesy ain't easy. It ain't easy being cheesy. Even played a tournament and won, apparently. Or is it silver? I don't know. Do you even get a trophy if you go second? I don't think so. And what kind of nice cheese will Terradin have planned for this poor schmuck of Zerg today? Let's see what he does. We shall see. Meanwhile, the Zerg is expanding. Not in a hurry to take his pool. We'll do that shortly, probably after taking gas here. So, not to worry. There we go. Pretty standard opening here. Terradin is moving an SCV across the map, probably for scouting purposes. I doubt he's gonna proxy a factory. I mean, who would do that? That would just be evil. And by the green line returning to space, I guess that's actually true. He's actually gonna scout and not do some fancy proxying here. Factory is being built at home. And the ping goes out for no reason, because Fispin doesn't know what he's doing. CC is almost done here, the orbital command. And no intention of taking an expansion has Terradin. And the Zerg does seem to want to play the macro game, should be taking a third base shortly. Once he has built 3 or 4 probes here, drones at the main. And the Overlord is checking out the wall, sees the factory, knows there's some Hellions coming in, so we'll probably build a couple of Lings or Queens to defend this. And taking his third base now is the Zerg as predicted. Building a fancy depot. This is the Nidus depot. And a bit of a hidden armory. Looks like... I don't know if the Overlord is gonna go in there. Might be an Overlord deterrent, actually. You never know. Might be to spot the Overlord so he can kill them before they can see the armory. Because, of course, with the armory he can transfer the Hellions into Hellbats, which do 1,000,000 damage to everything that Zerg has at this stage of the game. 2 Hellions are moving out now. The Max Hellions with their spikes. Being spotted by the Overlord, which of course Zerg knows that Hellions are out. Two Queens are gonna easily deter these Hellions. They cannot be surrounded by Lings, will explode immediately if touched. And he will try to scout, and he will manage. Ooh. Getting off a nice scout, but did he see the Baneling Nest? That is the question. Yes, he did. But did he get to click on it? We don't know. We don't know if he saw, but it doesn't really matter. Hiding the Cyclones is our buddy Terran. It's gonna shoo away the Lings. It's gonna be a Cyclone push, a +1 Cyclone push. Of course, these things already do a shit ton of damage. With +1, obviously, even more. But can he hold the Baneling Bust? Baneling Bust incoming here from our Zerg. It's going to try to blow up the wall. Luckily for Terradin, the Rex is in the way of the reactor, because on some maps you can actually blow up a reactor and a depot with the same amount of Banelings. It's of course always nice if you can take a reactor down as well, halving. There we go, the spotter depot spotted the Overlord, the Marines go and kill it. So the cheese, and he needs to take down maybe one of these Banes? Yes, there we go. Ah, no. Well, shit. But guess what? Hellions can also take down... Cyclones can also take down Lings, and he sees what's up, and he knows he's in trouble. Moving across the map here is Terradin. Pulling the boys. Because why not? At this point, your enemy knows what's up, so might as well make the all-in stronger. And they even save the Cyclone, killing all the Lings, losing nothing here, just a few minerals. Of course, he's still mining back at home, almost fully saturated actually. And this is gonna be this push is so hard to hold. This push is so hard to hold. These Hellions do a lot of damage with the +1. Oh my god. What will Zerg do? First, he will lose some creep. It's a lot of Banelings and Lings, but still SCVs are there to heal. Might be cleaned up. Not quite. There's still three Cyclones left. Those Queens are gonna die so fast to those. 4 Cyclones now with the reinforcements, and he will go straight for the throat. Will kill the hatchery immediately. Look at the DPS. This is so crazy. So crazy, the damage. Boom goes the expansion. And at this point, of course, Zerg is in a lot of trouble. There's Lings out now, but he lost his expansion. He lost a lot of drones. Is of course still massively ahead because Terran is one base, but that Cyclone is in a very good position, and more Cyclones are of course running over. At least one, okay. Only one. Getting cleaned up, okay. Well, he didn't quite take out the Zerg. Zerg's still massively ahead because he has his third down here with 2 spines even, defending. Taking out an Overlord. Well, making more Lings is the Zerg. Or rather, running around with more Lings is the Zerg. Will he try another bust? He might, who knows? He doesn't. But he sees that he cannot break this, that it has been repaired, which would have been sad if it wasn't really. I mean, you should always repair the wall, because the wall is all that stands between you and a lot of Lings in your base, which is never a good thing. More Banelings being morphed here, more Lings, no, not more Lings being made. Spore Crawlers being made. Because yeah, I mean, what does Terran do? They follow it up with Cloak Banshees. It's absolutely true. Ooh, and the move out gets caught here. Those Banelings evaporate without doing anything. That was so much gas wasted by the Zerg here into those target firing bastard Cyclones. Moving the spines away from the third. I'm not sure I like this because the third will be the prime target this time around. He should really wait and repair his cyclones because those will get targeted down by the queens very fast. Although the queen does barely get a shot or two off before it dies. And more links come in, more banes come in. The banes explode without doing anything. And goodbye, says the Ling, to his base, which in this race gets destroyed. There we go, another hatch goes down. Drones have been saved though, so it's not that big of a deal. There's two spine crawlers ready to defend. More links are coming in, but Zerg just doesn't get the critical mass that is needed to deal with this, and the Cyclones are so good at dealing with buildings, it's hilarious. Even pulling everything here is not going to do anything. All he's going to do is going to lose a lot of his drones. Down to 17 drones now, pretty equal, even behind maybe, with the income, because of course Terran has mules. Taking down another queen, and this base will go down as soon as the lings are cleaned up. It's gonna take a couple of seconds. A mule comes down to repair. Or is it a manor mule? No, it's a repair mule. Okay, that's legit. I mean, that's legit. So, yeah, those 6 cyclones are gonna move up, and yeah, Zerg doesn't even want to see this. Terran takes the game with his cyclone cheese, you evil bastard. As always. And now we have another Reddit replay, because Reddit has started submitting. It's Cannon Rusher versus Fan of Stuff. With the kitty, the Cho Cannon Rusher, our red Protoss. Facing up versus the blue Terran. It's A Fire, Fan of Stuff. And immediately we see Fan of Fire pull 2 SUVs to run across the map and build a proxy. Because proxy's so good. But guess what? It's gonna get spotted immediately. Oh, so close. But the second one... yeah, they meet, but that might just be a scout. They meet in the middle of the map, so that might just be a scout. But of course, the SUV is not going to scout. It's going to build a second barracks, because why would you proxy 1 barracks if you can't proxy 2 barracks or even more? Why? You wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You would just go and kill everything with your proxy. Going to check, maybe? Maybe we should check, you know? Or build a proxy ourselves. Why not? It's StarCraft. Proxy good unit. Also, proxy, countering a proxy with your proxy is a very legit strategy for Protoss, but he doesn't know that's a proxy, though. Yeah, not seeing a Rex should tell him. And of course, the Cannon Rusher, true to his fucking name, what he does is Cannon Rush. Couldn't have expected that now, could we? But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty legit strat to counter a Cannon Rush with a proxy. That's for sure. It's gonna be hard to go. Oh, okay, throwing down the NG Bay here. The Manor NG to block the Protoss who normally blocks his stuff. But is he aware of what is happening? Yeah, he is. He will pull all his SCVs to kill this cannon immediately. Cannon must go down. Of course, no cannon built on the low ground yet. Probably just to annoy his customer here, Cannon Rusher. Making sure his customer satisfaction stays high. And even letting the NG finish, so the probe will take forever to clean this up. Making a cannon on the low ground now is Cannon Rusher, and yeah, those SCVs are having a little gathering here, discussing worker rights and stuff. Probably not a good idea to do that in the midst of... Ooh, and we have double proxy Reaper. That's gonna be awesome, actually. I think they even do decently versus cannon. If you have enough of them, you can just bomb the cannon to oblivion. Not too bad versus even building a bunker, the evil bastard. Look at him. Gonna be able to take out the Nexus from there. Of course, Protoss cannot expand down there, but he might well expand to his own. Ooh, Terran losing a lot of SCVs over here. Building a factory at home. And losing the high ground pylon will spell disaster here for the Protoss, but very busy here with microing the Reapers that he lost. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, why not? Can lose the Reapers. Taking down the pylon that's now almost built here. No, it's actually a cannon. Okay, well that sucks because now he has a cannon shooting at his main base as well. Not a pylon going down just in case to give high ground vision and energy to the cannon. It's actually funny building a cannon first and then building the pylon. Does the cannon build faster? That might be. I don't know. Anyway, we have 2 more Reapers now here, and looks like it's a cannon base race. One guy with a bunker, the other with a cannon, base racing happily ever after. Only problem is Terran can just lift this shit up and go away. He can even put the SCVs inside the base because he hasn't upgraded it yet to orbital command. And what is Protoss gonna do, really? I mean, Protoss doesn't have any money. He needs everything for his cannon rush. Once this Nexus goes down and he does not have 400 minerals, he's basically fucked. Of course, so is Terran, but Terran can always repair his stuff and fly away, you know? So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Is this cannon rusher even saving up, or is he gonna spend more money on his cannon rush here? We will see shortly. Currently he's almost 300 minerals, so it should be enough. Terran finally decides to get the fuck out of there. Loading up his SCVs, trying to run the rest past the cannon is gonna be disastrous, of course. And the Nexus goes down and 408 minerals, are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. It's exactly enough to get another Nexus, and he already put one down. Jesus, okay. Didn't even see that. Oh my god, he's in good shape. He still has 300 minerals left. That's 3 potential zealots, or 6 more probes, because I'm guessing the probes are not gonna get out here. Unless he just recalls them, which he's probably gonna do in good old Florencio fashion. And yeah, I mean, he can build exactly 1 cannon, so Terran is fine to build up there and just get his economy back on track as well. Lost all of his SCVs, it seems. No, they're still there. He might well build a starport and go get them with a medivac. Oh, this is turning into a very scrappy game. Oh my god. The Reapers are checking for the expansion because he knows there's something. Because Protoss has not been revealed, and of course this pisses him up to no end. So he's gonna check every base now, and he's gonna be surprised to find it's in his big location. But he has 2 Reapers out and can easily kill this cannon and the pesky probe that's trying to do something here. Bam, bam. Oh, he's blowing up his own SCVs, and the cannon goes down. The Reapers are gonna protect this base now. And yeah, doing a recall. Joe Cannon Rusher here, good old Florencio fashion, doing a recall on the other side of the map. And Protoss is really fine. It's out mining the Terran by far at the moment, because half of the SCVs of Terran, of course, are standing over here. Which is really hurting his economy, but he has mules, so he will eventually be fine. But yeah, I mean, nothing here to defend, and probes are not too good versus Hellions, but neither are Hellions versus probe if they're surrounded, so just actually only killing 1 probe here. Oh my god. I remember, I don't think shields I don't think Hellions have bonus damage versus shields, so probe's not as susceptible to Hellion damage as they are, as probes are, but yeah, I mean, there's 2 Reapers with the... and if he gets a nice position, he could just roll... Boom! Goes the bomb. Losing a lot of workers now. Not mining at all. And only 5 or 6 workers left. 1 probe is dawdling around somewhere up there. Okay. And not going for the rest of the probes here is fan of stuff because he's busy doing whatever in his base. Who knows? Building supply depots, probably. And the Stalker's out now. Stalker's... Ah, the cannon was probably blocking him from getting there. Okay, well, he did his damage. I mean, he's outmining the Protoss now by 100%, so... It's totally fine. Another pylon going down. Of course, each pylon costs 100 minerals, so... Not like nothing's happening here. Stalker might as well be taken out, though it's hard for 2 Reapers because the Stalker can kite them very well. Yeah, right now I'm, I think, in favor of Terran. He still has a lot of production up and getting gas back now. Still out mining the Protoss. They both don't really have a bank. Of course, Protoss has a lot of cannons across the map, so it's gonna cost Terran a lot. But once he can kill this Nexus, or potentially the probes, because there's only 5 probes left, and the more units that Cannon Rusher whoops in, the less he will have to rebuild his worker base. Should maybe also like take these 2 Reapers and kill that stuff down there. Although there's a cannon, he might be able to shoot it from over there. I don't know. Could at least try, or move the fuck out. Get over there to help. Ooh, Widowmine, Widowmine, Widowmine. Can almost take out a Stalker, I believe. Not quite, but these are both weakened. Taking down another probe here. Very nice pick off from Fan of Stuff. If you can't tell, I seem to be rooting for the Terran now. I sympathize, and it's only very rarely happens that I sympathize with Terran, but against the Cannon Rusher, I guess we're on the Terran side here for once. Also had a bad day yesterday versus Protoss, so that's probably also a reason. I mean, thinning out the drone probes once again. Meanwhile, himself having a nice worker lead, could be massively further in the lead, but has decided to not build a starport yet. Finally, starport comes up. Once the medevac is here, he'll double his worker income. Almost double, at least. The kitty is looking a bit sad. Oh, sorry guys. The kitty looking a bit sad now. So, the question is, will Terran throw this game? Or will the Protoss prevail? That's the question here. I mean, he's getting more and more Stalkers, which are kind of good versus Marines and Reapers. So, guess the Terran should get out some Cyclones here instead of Widowmines, because Cyclone's really good unit. Also expensive, of course. Widowmines are not. But Widowmines are good to take out stuff. But looks like Protoss is finally gonna find the proxy, maybe. There's 5 Marines here. That's no match for 4 Stalkers. But looks like we are going in again, right in time to kill the cannon. Can he take out the cannon? The Stalker will walk into Widowmine fire, immediately being taken out. Boom! And the 3rd Stalker goes down as well. Full of confidence here. Trying to protect his Widowmines. Trying to zone out those pesky Stalkers. One Widowmine goes down. The other one will be reloaded shortly, but he will lose his army here if he's not careful. He desperately wants to take out that Stalker, but he can't. Widowmine is unprotected. Will get taken out as well, and Terran down to 14 army supply now. Although, oh, he's getting a Liberator first. Oh, no, he picked up the medevac. Okay, good boy. Good boy. Oversaturating his stuff now, but having more work is always nice. And of course the Liberator will do phenomenal versus the Stalkers. You need like 5 or 6, I think, to walk in and kill them in one shot. Huh. Even took out one of the Reapers. Okay. And 6 Marines, 7 Marines are walking across the map to lay on the pressure. But there's 2 cannons now, fortifying Protoss' base. The Liberator is not quite out yet, and if he gets out, we'll have to siege up first, which he should do now. Siege up your Liberator, pull back. Oh, he's trying to surround. He's trying to surround the Stalkers with his SCVs. Gets the Zealot. Zealot will be taken out. Marines are coming to help. My god, the boys have been pulled, doing their job here. Okay, guess I die. Liberator's out, still not doing anything. He's just assessing the situation, thinking, how the fuck did we get into this? Look at this, it's hilarious. Nobody has anything here. Oh, Marines taking out one Stalker immediately. He was so low, only 2 salves of Marines rifles were necessary. Of course, it's very hard for Terran to engage into those cannons here. He might walk around and actually shoot them from the right side here if you can take out the pylon, but there's another pylon at least powering this cannon, I believe. It's gonna be tough. Gonna be tough. I wonder why he's not taking out the fucking thing here. There's only one cannon there. It should be easy enough. Get out a tank, siege the shit up, and blow the Protoss to bits. If he continues this, he's gonna lose this game. Oh my god. I'm taking his expansion now. He's taking his natural here at 1337. 13 minutes and 35 seconds is the Terran. Of course, the Liberator went somewhere to deal damage to the drone. Well, I guess. Finally getting this around here, killing all the Stalkers with his SUVs. 3 Marines, of course, in the back shooting are helping tremendously. And 14 workers left for Fan of Stuff, only 6 for Cannon Rusher. Too bad the Stalker manages to run away. Another Widow Mine is being made. And the Liberator will be the target of those Stalkers shortly. But not before taking out 2 more probes here. So poof. So poof. 3, 4, 5. 1 probe remains. Where is the probe? Where is the probe? It's here. It's here. It's gonna take his 3rd base now. 14, almost 15 minutes into the game. Because why not? I mean, this base has been compromised because Terran knows where it is and is gonna harass until there's no probes left. So might as well take another Nexus. He can't get another. Oh, and just getting spotted. God, if that probe goes down, he doesn't have enough money. If he doesn't cancel the Nexus, he's not gonna have enough money to build another probe, and it's game over. This, I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Cannon Rusher loses this. There's not enough stuff. Even the SCVs can kill this stuff here. And Terran has two orbitals. He can drop mules. He can do everything the fuck he wants. There's no way he's losing this now. Unless he's throwing it so hard. Trying to lure the units into the Widow Mines. Spoof! Down goes the Stalker. Widow Mine will get taken out, but there's only... and GG. Because he knows he's fucked because he doesn't cancel his Nexus. Whew! Holy shit. That was a cheesy game. Boy. Good stuff. Moving on. My boy, Papi Joe. Who used to be a GM. He was playing in the fitness Fizbin Cup earlier when I did that. Always a regular there, and was actually saying thank you for the cup. It was always fun, and here's a nice cheesy replay. In the top left, Dastan, a blue Protoss. Facing off versus Papi Joe from E-Punks. Red Protoss. A PvP. I wish Total Havoc was here. Because he could tell me what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. I have no idea what Protoss does. I only play Protoss campaign or co-op. Can't handle the pylon pressure. I always supply block myself into oblivion. And we got a gateway. Papi Joe not taking gas for now, but going double gate, so that might be a Zettel pressure, maybe, I don't know. We'll probably try to get gas once he has Cybercore up, because then he needs gas for his warp gate research. And the probe is going to scout 2 gates as well, so it seems to be standard, but yeah, the stand here with 3 workers on gas, 4 workers on gas now. Ooh, to proxy nexus. Ah, Puppy Joe. You crazy motherfucker. Holy shit. Oh, that stand might not even notice this. Might not even notice this. I mean, Pro might have just gone out and checked out what he... It's gonna be able to recall. It's gonna be a gas. It's gonna go recall with zealots. Oh, this is gonna be so good. And Dastan is using his energy for Chrono Boost. Meanwhile, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be like 6 or 8 zealots out. And he knows there's one zealot now. That doesn't tell him anything. Adapts kill the probe. And the pylon blocking the wall in. Ah, he's even letting him finish, trapping the adepts inside. So evil. Dastan knows something's wrong here. I'm getting a shield battery. I don't like this. Blocking off here as well with the Stargate. And here comes the Ultra Rush. Oh, oh my god, the massacre. The massacre. Stalker is out, but is it enough? Is it enough? Let's take a look at the work account. Both are dropping fast. Shield battery goes up, which of course is very good for Dastan, but 4 zealots can absolutely take out that one Stalker once it gets itself trapped. It's gonna be very close. Dastan losing lots of workers now. Only 1 worker left for Dastan, 5 still for Papi Joe, who is of course mining at home with his remaining workers, 2 at least. So, will he finally take out the Stalker or not? He's actually building workers. Well, this one's probably trapped here, oh my god. So sad. But he can recall them later, but 2 Stalkers are gonna clean up everything now. Finally taking off that pylon, but there's no worker left and no minerals left either for Dastan, so doesn't even need to turn his gates into warp gates. Those 2 Stalkers are all he's ever gonna have, and there's 2 probes and a Nexus inside his base, and every second that Papi Joe can buy here with those probes will get him the opportunity to get more units at home. Of course he can't get a Stalker, he's getting a Forge now. If he can get up a cannon, he's in a safe spot here, because that one Stalker is not going to do anything versus a cannon. But it's going to be a tight shave here. He might lose his gates. He will... it will be very hard with 2 probes to hold 2 Stalkers, but 1 Stalker is currently busy over here. This 1 Stalker will, of course, take down this pylon. And Papi Joe will not have minerals in time to build a cannon. He's cancelling the cannon now. Building 2 zealots. And says, hey, we'll see. I'll just chrono boost the zealots out. Might as well try. And he'll get the zealots out, I believe. Might be able to trap the Stalker if he's very lucky there. Yep. Oh my god, Stalker's trapped. And there's GG. Oh, what a nice trap there. Stalker was too cheeky and Papi Joe traps the Stalker with his zealots and takes it out. GG. Very nice game here by Papi Joe. Thanks a lot for sending this in, Papi. Last but not least, we have one from my girl, Y Sion. The Brood Mother herself, the queen of all inspiration. Facing off versus Leo Zing. The Blue Terran is all inspirations Y Sion as a red Zerg. The queen of amazing gaming. cheesier. Cheesier than our Swiss cheese fondue. Let's see what she has planned this nice game. For now, it's probably an expansion. Nope, no expansion. We're gonna see a proxy hatch. I fucking love proxy hatches. Best thing ever. Ah, proxy hatch, proxy hatch. Yep. I wonder if this is her 4 hatch before pool build. 3 hatch before pool? 4 hatch? I don't know. Yeah, looks like it. Darren's gonna be like going down there, like, what the fuck is this? So good to bring. Oh, there we go. Oh, does he even see it? Yeah, he sees it like, wait a minute. There we go. Yeah, attack it. Go ahead. Drill it with your little drill. Oh, he doesn't even. Drill it with your little drill. Oh, a lot of SCVs coming down now. Losing so much mining time here. Meanwhile, taking 2 additional expansions before going for a pool here is our girl, Scion. Such an amazing gaming here. Gonna have a lot of production immediately. And she cancels the hatchery. Because why not? Terran is so pissed he will even take out the extractor immediately. The drone dies as well, but I mean, yeah, by now we have an expansion. We're down some workers, but we have a third already, so we're in good shape here as a Zerg. Doing A-okay. Doesn't even need queens, can just build lots and lots of drones here for the moment. Of course, 2 marines are gonna try to kill the overlord because the Nidus worm that is frozen here. The overlord might thaw it up and then Terran would be in deep shit. Also maybe the hatchery next to it here. This huge swollen hatchery. And the first slowlings are ready to be deployed, as well as a spine crawler here for Scion. Lings moving across the map, 6 lings so far. 6 lings are going to be way more than it takes to take out those 2 marines, but 2 marines are coming down, of course. 6 lings no match for 4 marines, especially if they're slow lings. And turning around immediately here is Zoe. Scion. Already equaling the worker count of Terran here. Taking 2 safety spines. And droning to her heart's content. Getting queens, getting more queens. We'll go up to 6 queens soon. 3 creep and 3 larva queens. Will be in very good shape. Meanwhile, Terran deciding to go 1-1-1 and has a 3rd base prepared already to help with the worker count. Widowmine being burrowed at the entrance, both playing very defensive at this state after the proxy shock. And starting her creep spread is Scion now. Spreading those nice carpets of pink goo across the map. Yeah, it looks like right now both of them do actually want to play a macro game. Of course, Waisan has taken the worker lead now because of her shenanigans at the beginning. It's always nice to have 3 bases, and once those are saturated, you can have a very powerful production machine ready as a Zerg. Some Zerglings are still camping in the middle of the map. And the Overlord is gonna spot everything. He's gonna spot the extra reactor as well. And then dies in a horrible explosion of blood and gore. 2 more reactors are being added as soon as the Overlord dies, because why tell your opponent what you're doing? If you can avoid it, don't. Bunker going down. Nope, it's an NG bay. Way too big for a bunker, dude. What are you talking about? Double NG bay for upgrades. Meanwhile, speed's finally being researched, banelings are out, and on the map the layer is coming up for Y-Sion here, really ramping up her production here with 5 gas so far. Although the 5th being taken here. And the first drop is coming in here, searching for some damage. And finding some, equaling up the work count once more. Now, actually going in the lead, the medevac gets taken out, and those queens are more than enough to take down those marines once the medevac is gone. Widowmine is of course the priority target because it's the main damage dealer. And finally taking out the marines here is Y-Sion. She's a bit behind now in workers, which is never good, but of course her lings might as well find some damage too here. The depots are still down. If she can get in there, there's a tank somewhere, but not here. I don't know where the tank go. Pretty sure I saw a tank. Ah, there it is. Boom! Gonna get a volley up. And raising the depots the last possible second here. Lousing, oh my god. So close. If she can get in there, she can surround the marines. Lynx can eat those pesky areners, the men with gun. Taking a 4th base meanwhile. Behind this is Y-Sion, because why not? Getting supply blocked though by losing another Overlord. Taking out some rocks here, because while your Zerglings are doing nothing, they might as well be eating ice and gravel. Only makes them more resilient. Building a nice little wall here next to his 3rd is lousing, because that's just what Terrans do. They hide behind walls. Until they have a crushing army that can relentlessly destroy you. Upgrades are coming in for Terran. 2-2 being researched. No, I think it's 1-1. I don't know. Somehow. Sometimes I can see it. I think the layout is broken at the moment. Anyway, having an upgrade advantage here. Terran, I think. Although it's not too far apart actually. Assuming this is 1-1. I think 2-2 is blue, so it should be 1-1. And the banelings are not doing anything. Doing a little waddle there. Not speed banelings yet, but they will be now. And had they been speed banelings, the marines would have feared for their life. Baneling mines are being deployed as well. In plain view of Terran, which will force Terran to scan all the time. Scans down there, okay. Widowmines being taken out immediately. More banelings being morphed. More creep being spread. Oh, and a nice hit there, taking out 6 or 7 marines. Skirmish has begun. The creep spread looks phenomenal because, of course, while take the bases early, the creep spread starts out further as well. And in nice Serral style here, running with the queens over as soon as the creep spread gets taken out will allow you to maintain the creep spread very nicely once you shoot the Terran units away. Having some Marauders along with the tank and lots of Marines. This is actually a scary push, but of course Y-Sion will be able to see it once it moves on creep, which it does now. Takes out some creep. And I guess with the Banes should be possible to take it out, but the Marauders are of course tanking nicely. Waiting for some more reinforcements. Corruptors are on the way. As well as 2-2 for both of the players. Though Terran is a bit ahead in that regard. Speed Overlords are coming as well. With the Corruptors, of course, she can take out the medevacs and prevent the Terran from lifting up, then surround the units and kill them with their banelings. She's setting up a nice surround here. Or maybe a run by, who knows. Will she spot the drop? Did she spot the drop? Ooh, she spots the drop. Boom, full medevac taking out. That medevac.
A creep tumor is under attack.
One more shot will kill that medevac. It's so close. Queen, queen.
A creep tumor is
Oh my
under
god.
attack.
Meanwhile here, super engagement going down. The tank set up though. Second half of the Terran's army is waiting here. And meanwhile the drop does nothing in the main, no worry, we saw that. Oh, what a great Widow Mine hit there, killing a lot of Zergling reinforcements. Taking out those important medevacs though is why Scion. Going back to the drop here with the almost dead medevac. This drop cannot run away, but I don't think Scion can see it. Nope. Oh, I just rewound a bit here. No worries. Those Marauders are not in a good place right now. One little look of a Zergling will immediately take one of these out there. Kill it. There we go. Boom. More Zerglings streaming in, but the Widow Mines are ready and taking more. Ah, nice split there. Can she take out the tank? One Zergling will attack the tank, but runs away now. Whilst I'm floating quite heavily, can sustain this pace for quite a while as long as she maintains her injects well. Taking a 5th base behind all this. No queen there yet. 3-2 will be done by Terran. It's starting currently. We've switched to Mutalisks because the marine count was so low. Being replenished now, but going quite Marauder heavy still is lousing. Drop has still not been spotted or done anything. But it's good to have one there. Might get spotted once this hatchery finishes actually. Yeah, it should. Takes out the medevac and will take out those marines without them doing much damage. Boom. Lousing going up to 90 workers and 5 bases as well is in a very comfortable spot as well, of course. Can really do his production magic and max out here with his bio army. But those Mutalisk switches can sometimes take the Terrans off balance. Will take out some workers there. 5 have gone down so far. And another nice unprotected mineral line, finding 1 more workers. 2 more workers, 3 more workers here. Turrets are up. Still finding some damage. And taking out 9 workers in total is not too bad, but Terran of course is still ahead. And yeah, Lings are very costly when it comes to larva. Not too much. Oh, Banelings are rolling up here as well. Lings are very costly when it comes to larva because, yeah, they're cheap, but you need 1 larva to produce 2 of them. And Banelings on move commands. Banelings moving back. That was probably, very possibly the worst engagement in the history of Banelings. But why is there an EPM? I don't want to see the EPM. Let me check. Let me check. EPM, Shift C. Nope. How do I get rid of this? How did I even get this? There we go. Meanwhile, oh, I'm gonna look at that again. Sorry guys. There we go. Huge attack here. Now we're gonna go even further. Fucking EPM shit. There we go. We're gonna see the Baneling engagement again. Hey Terradin, greetings. Yeah, you missed your game. So nice of you to join though. Here once again we see the probably, possibly the worst engagement in Baneling history. Meanwhile, the run by here. Huge massive links taking out this base completely, killing a lot of SCVs, actually equaling out the worker count. Terran says, well, fuck this, okay, we're going for a base raise here then. Scans, lots of marauders here on the run, trying to get into the Zerg's production. The army gets called back immediately. There's a lot of widow mines in the way though. Did Zoe see this, or will she run into her demise here? Bam! The first 3 links take out most of the widow mine shots, and a lot of links pour in here and clean up. Very nice defense here, didn't lose anything worker-wise. And has equaled up the count, took out the base. She's up a base now, which is very nice for Zerg, production-wise. But of course, the Terran is still very strong. He's still up in army. Okay. Yeah, you checked the VOD. I casted your game with the Cyclones. Alright, now focusing on this GM level game here. Well, almost GM level. Oh, so much Lingbane here. So much Widowmine Marine here. Marauder. Why deal with planetaries if you can just blow them up with Banelings? I mean, taking out another chunk of workers there. And another base for the Terran. Running in all those links and then running them back out again is probably not the best idea. Having to evacuate this base is also not a good idea. Triggering most of these widow mines though. And yeah, this looks a lot more scary than it was the last push was. Bit indecisive here from why Sion will try to trigger all those widow mines now. Gets most of them, there's still 2 active ones. Or 3. Now they're all gone and she can finally engage with the widow mines down. But yeah, down to 3 bases again is why Sion, meanwhile Terran is still on 4, although this one has just barely been remade. Taking her 4th down in the corner here. And going in for another attack here. Desperately trying to find the damage she has to. More links are in the making. And right now Terran is in a comfortable position with his army. We'll try to take out this base next. And the question is, can Sion defend this? She might just have enough, barely, to do this and save her base. There's a ghost out as well now. Widow mines are triggering and taking out a big chunk of the Terran army himself, but it's just not enough. Too little too late, and Sion GG's out, and thus we close the evening out with this nice proxy hatch cheese game from Sion. Thank you so much everybody for watching, and have a nice evening. Bye guys.